What is up, YouTube? Welcome to like 1.5 weeks out, full day of eating. This is where we're down to the wire, eating absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna be taking you through what I'm gonna eat all day, every day. I had a great sleep last night. I don't know what happened, but I actually dropped 3 pounds. And that's the most I've dropped this entire prep. My weight has been so stubborn this year, as I told you in the last video. So I'm really happy about that. I feel pretty exhausted, but it's time for breakfast, so it's good. It's already 11:40. I had an hour of cardio to do today. I did some abs, and yeah. But I'm gonna take you through what my breakfast is. So every single morning, I start with a big glass of water and ice. It's filled with ice right now. I was starting to make it before, but I do 1 scoop of daily greens in there. I do 1 scoop of the GI product, and I do a scoop of glutamine. This has honestly been helping my digestion so much. I feel like I've talked about this already in a video, so I'm not gonna go into depth, but this has been helping my digestion a lot in the morning, and it tastes really good to have like a chocolate drink. I also put in a scoop of fiber. I'm eating a little bit less veggies right now, just like trying to cut everything out, but I'm still trying to keep my fiber in, so I put this supplement in. This is one of Courtney's like bougie, fancy fiber brands. This is my message to Revive or Raw. One of you guys needs to make a fiber product. So this is first, I blend the shit out of this and drink it with my breakfast. There's a lot of ice in there on purpose, so I just let that sit while I make my eggs, and then when I make my eggs, blend it even more, and then eat it all together. So breakfast, the real food, is not very exciting at all. But I'm gonna spray this pan so it doesn't get shit stuck to it. This is literally just, Courtney got sent in this muscle egg thing, but it's just organic egg whites. Nothing else in there. I zero the scale and throw her on the pan. Oh, that's on really low. So I do around like 375 grams of egg whites, 378 grams of egg whites. That's close enough. So I let that cook up. I kind of just let it cook until it's cooked. And I had an egg somewhere. There it is. And I have 1 single egg. So breakfast consists of that little shake, 375 grams of egg whites, and 1 egg. That's it. So yeah, I'm gonna make it and probably cry because that's all I get to eat. But because it's so low carb, what I get to put on it is life. I think you know what I'm talking about. Alright, there you have it. I think there was something on the pan. The pan definitely wasn't clean, but that's okay. I added a little flavor to the egg whites. But here's breakfast. It might not look like much, but it's quite delicious. And the reason it's really delicious is because I still put this bitch on it. You know, this is about a 250 calorie breakfast. There's also hair on it. So I'm gonna spare myself a little bit of sugar-free ketchup, and it is what it is. Getting down to the wire, enjoying the little things in life. But I'm gonna put this down because I am absolutely starving right now, and that's it. I'll see you for meal number 2.
No, I'm not, but you just totally jacked up this cucumber. So I'm gonna try to help you. This is what I do. Ready? Because sometimes eating the skin is harder to digest. So I take off the skin, I cut it in half, cut it like this, and then I take out the seeds. I hate tomato seeds, I hate cucumber seeds. So I just make Chris how I make it for myself. Love you! a good meal. Cucumber and oatmeal.
All right, so meal number 2. I almost said 3. Meal number 2. This is my pre-workout meal, and this is my meal that I need to like really enjoy because it just like puts me like ready to train, ready to get going. So I have protein content. Instead of doing 190 grams of ground turkey, I do 90 grams of ground turkey in like a salad with some cucumber and some romaine lettuce, which I have here. And then my carb source, where I get my carbs for the gym, I have 45 grams of oats, which I just put on the stove here because it's delicious. And today is exciting because today's gonna be the first day that I put the Sebum Cinnamon Crunch cereal protein in my oats, and we're gonna see how they taste in oats. It tastes delicious drinking it with water. I haven't put it in oats yet, so today's a big test day for that. All right, here it is. Smells freaking good right now. So we're gonna mix this up in the oats, and equal moment of truth of how well it actually mixes. There's a lot of pressure on camera right now as well. Did I remember to turn the stove off?
I am the fly killer. That's how I do it. I hit it with a plate. Cheers. Dude, there's so many bugs in Florida. It's disgusting.
All right, so final product, the most random meal ever, but I got 90 grams of ground turkey with some shredded lettuce and a little cucumber. And I'm gonna eat this second, but I just wanna try it because I don't want Calvin to film me the whole time I'm eating. But I wanna try this on camera, see how good it is. Ooh, that's good. It's like creamy. Got that like cereal taste. And because it's like creamy, it's a taste you don't get in prep very often.
It smells good.
That's fire though. It smells great. The cinnamon is like a nice touch. Very much approved. We'll save that, we'll finish with that, start with this. Alright, so meal number 3. I got caught up at the gym chatting and was there for way too long, so I feel like fucked up right now and very hungry. So to get to the point, so we're again very grateful for Courtney because she had everything already cooked for me waiting. I had some zucchini pre-cooked in there and I added it in here. So not a lot of zucchini, but a little bit. So I got a random amount of zucchini, I got 200 grams of white fish, and then I have 100 grams of rice. I've been using this bagged rice because Courtney found an organic one that the only ingredients are water and organic long grain rice. So if I cook a pot of rice right now, it'll last me like 2 weeks because I have 100 grams a day really. So I just have this bag of rice. This lasts me 2 days and I weigh it out. It's the same thing every single time, very accurate. And that's it. So, it's a little sad, but it is what it is. And then, you know the trick, shredded lettuce to get shredded. So we do that, add a little bit of lettuce onto it. Just a nice little handful. Mix that up with none other than the goat of prep, yellow mustard, 365. Shout out to fucking Whole Foods coming in strong. But yeah, that's it. 200 grams of fish, 100 grams of rice, and a little bit of veggies. Absolutely delicious post-workout. Not getting huge, getting shredded. I'm losing my mind right now and Kelvin's mic wasn't turned on. I'm losing my mind and he's the one forgetting things. Unacceptable. But to recap what I just said, I can't remember what I was saying, but I was outside posing in the garage and I'm like losing my mind right now. Trying to flex is literally like impossible. I have nothing in me right now. But this is not my last meal, holy crap. This is my 4th meal. I have some asparagus underneath there, and then I have some white fish, and then I'm gonna add some lettuce. So I got like 100 grams of asparagus, 200 grams of fish, and well, like a handful as usual of shredded lettuce. That's 60-70 grams. And I now have a fish salad, which sounds absolutely disgusting, but doesn't taste that bad, believe it or not. So what goes on the fish salad is, some coconut aminos. These, I don't have these as much lately because I've been doing 1 topping instead of 2, but this has been really good on like lettuce and shit. So I just put a little bit of coconut aminos on there and that's it. And with this meal, I like to have some nice magnesium calm drink. This is a new flavor Courtney got. We normally go with orange or raspberry lemonade, but she got a sweet lemon this time. Find often when you're in prep you can become deficient in magnesium, and magnesium can help you relax at night, but also helps you go to the bathroom, which I need the help, as much help as I can get, because when you're very low carb, high protein, and you're just eating like no food, for some reason your digestion goes to shit. So having a little bit of that at night while I enjoy my fish salad, and that's gonna be meal number 4. Alright, so doing things a little bit differently tonight. Calvin's gone, also vlogging right now, so didn't want to keep him in my house this late at night. Like I was saying, when I were at the gym, got distracted, and today ran a little bit later than usual. So instead of having a meal of turkey and then a meal of eggs and egg whites, I'm having turkey in my egg whites with 2 whole eggs and no oil on one of my meals. So it ends up being pretty much the exact same, maybe a little bit less calories. But we're getting shredded, so it doesn't matter. So combining my last 2 meals right now, only because it's super late, but it's gonna be 100 grams of ground turkey, 280 grams of egg whites, and then 2 whole eggs. So I'm gonna put the egg whites and the turkey together on there, and then I'm gonna do 2 over easy sunny side up eggs, depends on how skillful I'm feeling, and mix it all together, and that's gonna be my last meal. So I managed to get some over easy eggs in there. Perfect. The egg is still nice and soft and didn't break the yolk, so that was perfect. But that is going to be a wrap on today's full day of eating. Not super in depth. My brain is not functioning super great. Like I said, it was a slow day. I'm not eating a lot of food, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling excited right now, and this is probably the hardest I've pushed in a while at this far out. I've been eating like this since a little over 2 weeks out, and it's obviously super low calorie, cardio is super high. My weight was being stubborn, like really stubborn, and I just had to do a big push. And I found there's like a threshold that when you start pushing really hard, like you get under a certain amount of carbs and you're doing a certain amount of cardio, that you just like don't care anymore. Like if I was having 150, 160 grams of rice in a few meals, it makes me more hungry and like more tired and thinking about food more. But when every meal is like so low and you start to cut out like even more vegetables, and you cut out like carbs in pretty much every meal except for 2, and everything's just like the same salad or the same fish, whatever, you just start to care a lot less, and it starts to become a lot more easy to get through. Your body just starts functioning on less. I don't know, it's also maybe just because I've been dieting longer, I've gotten a little more used to it, but I felt like the last few weeks, even though I've been like physically exhausted and tired, I felt like motivated and pushed. I was able to just like push to keep like going, and I'm like, you know what, screw it, I don't need food, I don't need to eat, don't need it. I could have no meals today, but obviously I gotta eat a little bit. But I honestly feel like I could be eating less and surviving right now, so it's a good feeling. And there's this like subtle satisfaction as a bodybuilder to suffering in these last few weeks, when you like see people, and like my arms getting tired holding the camera up, but when you look at people and they're like, you look exhausted, and you're like, I feel exhausted, I feel dead inside, and that means I'm getting absolutely shredded. If you're in your last few weeks of competing and you don't feel great, probably because you're not dieting hard enough. And this is one of the things where this is strict to bodybuilding. I'm trying to win the Olympia. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm not just trying to get in shape. I'm trying to get to like unhealthy, low body fat levels where I'm absolutely peeled, shredded glutes on stage. This isn't something I suggest anyone tries ever because it sucks and it's not healthy. But trying to win Olympia, trying to win number 3 to be exact. So pushing the limits, going hard, and enjoying every second of it. So got another week or so of this left, and then it's game time, and it's all over. So gotta enjoy it while it's here, push while I can, and yeah, that's a wrap on today. I can't even remember if I said this, but I think it was around 1,600 calories, maybe a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure, but this is what I've been eating to get shredded, make weight. Classic physique numero 3.